This countrywoman, welcome to my kitchen. So today we're going traditional again, and what we'll be cooking today is a very famous kind of leaf. You must have seen this on the market. It's called dashin leaves. If you look in the stores, you'll find dashin leaves. If you flip to the other side, this is what it looks like. I left this just to show you guys. So dashin leaf, in my village we call it Mbarr. This is actually FUFU, is the leaf, but once we cook it, it is called Mbarr. Mbarr could be eaten with fufu corn or any other kind of tuber that you want. Some people call it kwankala, and I don't know what you call it in your language, but if you want to drop it in the comment section, we will appreciate so that we can all learn and know about the different traditions around the world. So to make my dashin leaf, the first thing I do is that I just put this in the pot and I boil it. When I'm boiling the dashin leaf, I put a bit of what we call jansa. Jansa is just one spice from my country for those of you who are from Cameroon or Nigeria. Okay, so before this video, I boiled the dashin leaves already because it could take about 30 minutes to cook. If you eat it when it's not cooked, you find your throat scratching. So want to cook it and make sure it's well cooked. So right now, I'm going to show you the pot that I boiled already. So guys, this is our boiled dashin leaf. As you can see, there is some hot peppers inside, and there's also the jansa and the dashin leaf. Now all I need to do is to go ahead and blend it. But just to introduce the rest of the ingredients, I'm making it today with some beef. This is actually goat beef. And then we have some smoked fish, and then our natural pink salt, and also some cubes of Maggi, and of course blender to crush everything, our pot, and our wooden spoon. All right, with this, let me go ahead and blend, and then I'll be back. So guys, as you can see, our dashin leaves are all blended now, so I'll just put everything in this pot like so. This is very basic and very easy to make. The advantage with this soup as well is that it doesn't require any oils. So if you're thinking of going healthy, I definitely recommend that you add this in your list of food that you would be eating. And I think this is something we can make with other kinds of leaves as well. I don't know if you've ever tried or if you know any other recipe of pure leaves that could be used for soups. So that's it. We've rinsed our blender. This is now out of the way. All we need to do now is to toss in the beef, the Maggi, and our salt, and just cook it away. All right, that's my little pink salt container. Yep. So, and also when I was boiling the dashin leaves, I put a bit of the broth from the meat, and I'll put the fish later on because it's already smoked. So this fish is good, it's cooked. I just want this to cook a little bit. So now turn the stove off. Sorry, turn the stove on, cover the pot, and just let it cook slowly until you know that it is ready. If it gets too thick, we'll add some water. If it's too light, I'll let it boil for a bit. But because we are watching and controlling, remember the secret of country woman. Never go away from your cooking station because things might go wrong. So we'll just hang around and be watching and see what happens. So for now, I'll leave it to boil a bit, then I'll come and stay. Yeah, stay with me. All right, country woman, let's take a peek into our pot to see how it is doing. Oh, you can see it's boiling already. So right now, just give it a bit of stir. Make sure it's not sticking to the bottom, and definitely it isn't. As you can see, the wooden spoon is just going around the pot easily. Yeah, so we are on track. Just leave it to boil for about 20 more minutes. Then I'll throw in the fish, wait about 5-10 minutes, and it's all good. All right, country woman, stay with me. So while our soup is doing so well, boiling well, I'll just go ahead and start making the complement, what we will eat the soup with. Today we will eat it with gari, and I think some people call it eba. Let's just see how it goes. So there's already a pot on the fire with water. I'll just wait for the water to boil through. Once it boils, I don't know if you have seen gari yet, but this is actually cassava flour. It's sold in most African stores and even in other stores. Just look for gari or Africa or cassava flour, and this is actually the rough type, not the very fine grains. Okay. So for gari, once the water boils through, I'll put the flour or the raw flour inside the water and just keep cooking until it gets to the texture that I want. You could also just do it off the stove. So boil your water, pour the gari inside, and then cover it for a bit, just the way you make your oatmeal, and then stir with your spoon until it is uniformly mixed, and then it's all good to go. So today we're doing it on the stove top so that you'll see this method. The next time we'll do it off the stove. And sometimes as well, when I do it off the stove and it's a little lighter than I wanted or too soft, I put it in the microwave for about a minute just to give it that stretchy texture. All right, stay with me. Hey, country woman, as you can see, our gari water is almost ready. So this is my little cup. I'll just scoop. I'm not measuring anything. I'm just doing eyeballing. So just put the gari in the water. Make sure you spread it around so that it doesn't lump up. And then I could just put my spoon in to stir to make sure that I don't put more gari than the water that I have. So just keep spreading that way and stir again. I think I might need one more cup. Yeah, let's go. Just one more. And I think this might be it. All right, then we start cooking, okay? Guys, when it's fufu, we have to cook it. And I'll drop down my heat a little bit. Let it cook. So the secret in making fufu or gari or whatever you're making is to avoid the lumps. Avoid the lumps. To be a good country woman, make sure there's no lumps in your food. Make sure the salt is not too much. And just so you know, at the time I'm doing this video, I'm actually fighting a cold. So my taste bud is a bit compromised. And because I know that, I'm aware of that fact, I make sure that I don't put too much salt because I might think that I've not had enough, whereas it's already more than what it's needed. So, country woman, you need to know what tips are important in the kitchen. Oh, my gari is doing so well. The texture is just okay. So, see, it's almost cooked. Guys, cooking is easy. All you need to do is to apply yourself. Cooking is quite easy. And if you stay on my channel, I'll give you all the tips how you can make so much food in less than no time. All of this will take about an hour 45 minutes if you really want to do um to be efficient and also enjoy what you like, right? There's no point in buying food when you don't know how people handle the food, whereas you could just take time to make soup like this. This quantity I made will take us about 2 or 3 servings. So it's just easy to see that in 1 hour or 1 hour 20 minutes you can make food that will last you that long. All right, our fufu is almost ready, just like the soup. There's also a secret in my kitchen in that I like to multitask. So while the fufu is getting ready, I can now toss my fish in the soup because we have come a long way. I'll quickly just rinse my hands. And, all right, now break up my fish. And this is called, I think this is kuta, the kind of fish. I'm not sure what they call it in your area, but it has quite enough meat on it. I'm just going to see. Oh, the pot has obstacles. When we cook with so much meat or protein back home, we generally refer to it as a pot with too much obstacles. Okay, so this soup is the best. Like I said, there's no oil, there's nothing unhealthy in this food. So if you are going healthy, plan to add this to your list of foods for this new season. Right, countrywoman, our pot is almost ready. I'll just leave the fish to cook for about maybe 5-10 minutes, and boom, we're done. Okay, stay with me. So once my garri is cooked, as you can see, it's a little big ball. I'm just going to use my wooden ladle to dish it out like this. Okay, I think I have one more tiny ball. And there we go. Garri is ready. Put this on the side and wait for the soup to get ready. So now, guys, moment of truth. Boom, as you can see, our country soup, Mbarr or pankalang, is ready, and it's time for us to go and enjoy.